This might be one of the most complete budget monitors. The Acer Predator XB253Q has an amazing 1080p IPS panel. It has the HDR 400 option for color accuracy. It can game up to 144Hz. It has NVIDIA G-Sync processor which delivers an amazing experience with no tearing or lag when gaming at high level. And it has a 24.5-inch screen. Yes, I know it's not the biggest screen, but hey, it's not all about size, it's about personality too. For a lot of people, that's enough to pause the video, go to the description and click the Amazon link and go ahead and buy it. But I will say wait till the end of the video to do that, because there's a lot to consider when buying this monitor, and I kind of need the viewer retention, so it would kind of help me. Now when gaming, you will absolutely love this monitor. It's amazing. Both the gaming experience, the colors and the brightness, it's crisp. You can fully sit back and enjoy your games, whether it's a story mode game or a competitive game. This is definitely one of the best looking 1080p monitors. The screen can get really bright if you want to. I mean, I'll keep it almost always at 0 because I play at night, but even during the day I keep it low because it just works out fine for me. Although you're fine when playing most competitive games like Overwatch and Apex, when playing some other games, especially story mode games, the colors go out the window, and that's when you turn on the HDR, which can be simply done by pressing the circle button at the back of the monitor. And now you have 3 options. One of the options is you keep it off the whole time and you manually turn it on whenever it's needed. The other option is auto option, which is basically it automatically turns on whenever a game needs it. And then the other option is to always keep it on. I hate keeping it on the whole time because it's really bright and unnecessary for most games, and that's why I kinda dislike the fact that when the HDR is on, you can't really control the brightness. But regardless, I think if you use HDR whenever it's needed, you get an amazing view. You also have few options in the settings. If you want to adjust the screen by your preferences, you can do that. There's a lot of options in there, but I just left it as default because it just really works out for me. And by the way guys, if you're enjoying this video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and make sure to comment what other things you would like me to review. Jumping back onto the settings, there's other options like controlling the volume. Talking about volume, you do get built-in speakers, which is a good thing, but they're not great. They lack sound quality and they're not the loudest. They could be louder. It's kind of a good thing that they didn't make the speakers good, because that means they use the budget towards other things that are more useful to us. Because let's be honest, 90% of the time we're using headsets, well, at least me. And if you need good speakers, most of you can easily buy some speakers, which most people do anyway. Another thing I'm not really a big fan of, well, I wasn't, but now I don't really mind because I'm getting a new desk. Well, it's the legs. The legs of the monitor are long and they spread out wide. This is something to keep in mind when buying this monitor, because if you're planning to use a small desk or you don't have space to mount it on your wall or something, then it might be a bit of an issue because you can't do anything else on that desk. There's no space for you to do anything else. For the longest time, I've had it for some time now, and for the longest time I've had to move it around if I had to use a laptop on my desk. But you will be happy to know that the build quality is pretty good. I had it for 6 months now and no scratches yet, and nothing seems to be falling apart. You also have the option to rotate the screen 90 degrees, which is a really cool option if in the future you decide to use this as a second monitor. I don't know, you decide to be a streamer or whatever. And you have height adjustment, which is great. I think a lot of people will agree that height adjustment is really useful depending of how everything is set up in your desk or whatever. Height adjustment can help a lot. One thing I really like about how it's built that also helps boost the gaming experience is the thin bezels. For one, it makes it look premium because the thick bezels can sometimes make the monitors look cheap, but also because it looks so good, you can enjoy the game so much better. You can have 27-inch monitor. If you add a thick size to it, it won't look as big or as good as this 24.5-inch. Overall, I'm really impressed with the performance and the overall quality. I would quickly like to highlight here that this is my personal favorite budget monitor. If you have a lower budget, you can easily pick up some really good ones much cheaper. They won't have as much stuff as this one, but you can easily game at high level and enjoy your games. But if you're talking about this price point, then the only monitor I think is on a similar level is the AOC 24G2U. Actually, I was planning to get that one instead of this monitor because it's slightly better, but also because I'm a big fan of the design. The black and red bits look really cool. But unfortunately, that one is a mission to find. When I tried to buy it, it was first similar price point and then it almost doubled, and by that time it just wasn't worth the difference. I may be a bit biased on this monitor because when I got it, it was £150, which is such a bargain, but now even when it's £200, it's not so bad. Now, to finish off with this, I had really good gaming experience in the last 6 months with this gaming monitor. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to use the 144Hz, but hopefully very soon I'll be replacing the PS4 and will have the opportunity to at least game at 120Hz. So that should be something very exciting because I'll make an updated review when that's done. And that will be very soon actually. In the near future, I'll also be uploading my part 1 of my gaming setup because it's something that I'm working on in a few weeks, so that is something that you should look out for. A video will be dropping soon. That's another reason why you should subscribe. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you are thinking of buying this, and if you do, I'll leave a link in the description so you can buy it. Also, comment which monitor do you consider to be the best budget gaming monitor. And thank you so much for watching, guys. See you guys next time.